Hey guys, you're here with Goran, and you're here for your free pick in the Rennes versus Nantes matchup in the French Ligue 1 on Sunday. Well, Nantes is in much better form, actually. Sorry, Rennes is in much better form than Nantes is right now, especially at home, and they have been quite solid, more than solid when it comes to scoring goals. They have scored 17 goals in 9 games. That's almost 2 goals per game. But they have also been conceding goals as well. They are averaging 1 conceded goals per game. And even though Nantes' form hasn't been that great, and it isn't that great at the moment, they have been losing games all over the place, both in League One and in Europe. I have a feeling they might get to the scoreboard here, just because Rennes' defense hasn't been as consistent as it should be. I think Nantes kind of sees their chance to bounce back and to get back on a positive streak after losing to Freiburg in the Europa League earlier this week. Now, Nantes at home and Nantes on the road are two completely different teams. But seeing how Rennes is playing in the Europa League as well next week against Dynamo Kiev on the road, they need a win in that game. They have beaten them earlier this week 2-1 at home. They need a win again. Uh, I think they might already be thinking about that game, and I think we might expect a bit of a mixed lineup here. However, Rennes has quite a bit more depth than Nantes has, and the form, the morale, and everything like that has been a lot better than Nantes. However, I think that this could be a pretty even matchup here. I think that, like I said, Nantes sees this game as a chance to kind of get back on a positive role and to see if they can get a win against Freiburg at home in the Europa League. But for that to happen, they will need to get through Rennes first, and like I said, they will need to get a boost game or something like that for them uh, to kind of get the best out of them against Freiburg in the Europa League next week. Now, Rennes is quite a bit favorite here, minus 195 at the moment. Actually, do they deserve to be such big favorites? I mean, quality-wise and the form-wise, yes, but there's a lot of other factors going into my decision here. So I decided to go with both teams to score. Nantes hasn't been scoring a lot on the road. They haven't had a lot of success on the road overall, but Rennes has been conceding goals pretty consistently, and for that reason, I think they will concede here as well. Cannot get a win or a draw here. I'm not sure. I don't even care. Both teams to score at minus 132. I am happy with that price. Am I going to put a full unit on it? Probably not. Maybe half a unit or so. But I see at least one goal on each side. Whether that game ends in a 0-0 or in a 1-1 draw or 2-2 draw or 2-1 win for either side, it's possible. If you want to take a bit more risk, I would take both teams to score in over 2.5. But for me, or just both teams to score at minus 132, that's good enough for this game. That's it, guys. Thank you for joining me once again for your free pick in the Rennes versus Nantes in the French Ligue 1. Stay tuned for more free picks coming up to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys soon with more free picks.